Hey guys, so
We're back
from a nice evening.
together.
Kind of.
We didn't actually do what we were. Well, he did what he wanted to do, but what I was thinking we were gonna do was eat. We didn't actually eat, but we did see the sunset, which was very beautiful, and I cried.
Yeah, I got a little footage of that at our place in the video.
But we're gonna just talk about like everything, like because I have questions, obviously, and he doesn't want to answer them until we're on camera. So.
So we're doing this. Oh yeah, obviously, I don't know what you're seeing right now. So we are engaged. I proposed to her a couple hours ago. Actually, not even an hour ago.
Yeah.
Less than an hour ago.
And it's beautiful. But yeah, like we had been thinking about we had been talking about getting engaged. So it's not like I was like 100% surprised, you know, like we had talked. Sorry, I don't want to put my hand in your face. But we had talked about like getting married and like when we wanted to get married and all of that. So like it's not like he was just proposing and not knowing if I wanted to get married. Like we both knew that we wanted to get married. We wanted to get married.
Yeah, I feel like it is kind of unwise for a person to just pop the question without kind of
consulting.
Like gauging what the person's thoughts are long term, you know. Like obviously if you love the person that's great, but like you also need to know like do they love you enough? Like do they see a future with you before you just pop the question?
Yeah. So when his mom and him surprised me with this trip, I was like, this is a perfect trip for him to propose. Like I wasn't 100% sure. There was no inkling in my mind that like I hadn't seen a ring, I hadn't seen anything, wasn't suspicious of anything. I just thought like if he's going to propose it was gonna be on this trip because it's beautiful and I've always wanted to come here. Like I've told him for years, like I want to go to Santorini, and so I just thought like it would be on this trip, you know, that he would do it.
I feel like, did you actually think that though?
What?
Did you actually think that?
Yeah.
Like the moment she told you, you thought that?
Well, at the moment she told me, I was just like surprised. But then like as I was thinking about the trip, I was like, oh, like he might propose on this trip.
But what if I didn't?
If you didn't, I would have been like I was already, because I kept telling him like, oh, you're gonna propose on this trip. Like I kept saying that, and then he was like, I'm not going to propose. Like he kept saying no.
Yeah, she got upset. I was like,
and then we get sad and be like, oh, you don't love me, like you're not gonna propose to me on this trip. Like if you're gonna do it, it's, like this is the time to do it.
Like logically though, like if she says, "Oh, you're proposing on the trip," I'm like, "Yeah, I'm gonna propose on the trip." Like, wow.
No, I know, but I also thought the same thing. I was like, he's telling me no because he's not gonna tell me he's gonna propose to me. Like it's gonna be a surprise. Like he's gonna do it anyway. Like in my mind, I kept thinking like he says no, but he's going to do it. Like I literally thought I was thinking like in my mind I was thinking like I'm gonna ask him is he gonna propose, but I know he's gonna say no because he's not gonna say yes. Obviously, like even if he is going to do it, he's not gonna say yes. So I wasn't like too sad. Like at the end of the trip, if you didn't do anything, I would have been like bummed out. But I knew it's not that you don't want to propose to me; you just didn't want to do it this trip, you know. So like, if you hadn't done that.
Well, I did consider before because I already had the ring for some time, but like, so I could propose at your graduation if I wanted to.
Yeah, but I feel like that wouldn't have been right either.
And you were saying I could propose on your birthday also, but you were telling me before. So even before the trip, you were telling me, oh, I want my family to be there, which is funny because before she said that, she said, oh, I don't want anyone to be there, I just want to be you and I.
No, like I want like my immediate family. Like I would have wanted, like it's not, I'm happy the way it turned out, but the only reason I would have wanted like not my whole like extended family, like my mom and my dad, you know, and like the close people, like my sister maybe, like at my graduation, that would have been like so many people, you know what I'm saying? Like that would have been like so.
But would have been our friends, so.
Yeah, but like I can just tell them, like text them, you know, like it's their, like yes, I obviously value them and I appreciate them a lot, but it's just like I like the way that it happened because it was more intimate and it was just like you and I didn't have to worry about like other people like reacting to you, you know what I'm saying? Which like I have anxiety about things like that, so like I'm always like in my mind I'm always thinking like what would other people think, and like I know I shouldn't think that way, but like that's just the way my mind works. So like I feel like had it been at my graduation, I would be like, it wouldn't even be a graduation party, it would be like an engagement party now, you know?
Yeah, she was saying that too. So she was saying she wanted her family to be there, and then she was like, oh yeah, but don't propose on my graduation because like, she's over here giving me ideas on how to propose to her, which I thought was kind of funny. So she's like, yeah, don't propose on my graduation because my graduation, I don't want it to be about like a proposal, I just want it to be about my graduation.
Like
Same thing with the birthday, don't propose on my birthday. So I was like,
yeah, because I'm not trying to share my birthday with you.
So I was like, what about Christmas then? Like, you know, like, so I was telling her, if I do it this year, it'd be Christmas time, which is 7 months away.
7 months away.
7 months away. So when I told you that, what do you think? So you thought it was much favorite?
Yeah, like like when we came on this trip to London, to like Europe or whatever, London, I thought like he could, like it could be a possibility that he would do it in London, but like it wasn't like as high as a possibility until I found out we were coming to Greece. You know what I'm saying? Like when I thought we were going to London, I was like, he could do it, he could not do it. Like it's either or. Like it doesn't matter. Like it's gonna happen eventually, you know. But then like, so like I was like, if you didn't do it, like if we didn't come to Greece, and we were still in London. Like I wouldn't, like if you didn't do it on this trip, I wouldn't have been like sad about it. I would just been like, he's gonna do it when he has another plan, you know. Like he has something better or something like.
I feel like it was, but I feel like I kind of avoided it in a way that, or try to make it more reasonable, because like my mom told you, I didn't tell you we were going on a trip. Because if I told you we were going on a trip, you'd be like, you would have probably said to me, oh, we're going on a trip because you're trying to propose to me, right?
You know what's funny? He kept telling me like, oh, go get your nails done, go get your nails done, and I called you out on it too. I was like, oh, you want me to get you my nails because you want to propose to me? Okay, I'll go get my nails done.
Only because I was trying to tell her like, hey, like, I'll get your nails done, it's your birthday, it's your graduation, I'll pay for it, you know, like most girls were like, oh, pay for it? Yeah, of course.
And I was like,
she was like, no, I don't want to get my nails done, you know, it's so much work because I have to obtain it, I don't want to do that right now.
But then the only reason I decided to get my nails done now was not because you were paying for it or because
no, it's because
I'm telling him why. Because the nail polish I have sucks. So I was like, if I pay my nails for my graduation, the next day they're gonna look like shit.
No, that's not the real reason. The real reason is because in our video that I'm about to put up here, you can check out the tag. She mentioned if you're gonna propose to me, Quincy, make sure my nails are done. That's what you said.
Yeah.
And we were editing the video together, and she saw that, and that happened to be we happened to be editing when I was telling her, hey, go get your nails done. So it was that same week. She looks at me, she's like, oh, that's why you want me to get my nails done. Okay, Quincy, you can pay for my nails. After watching that clip.
But even after that, I was like, okay, if you're gonna pay for it, we can get it done.
But then I was like, nah, I'm not paying for it.
Yeah, and then I was okay with that. But then like I painted my nose with my regular polish at home, and then they kept tripping and like they looked really ugly. So I was like, okay, like let's just get my nails done then.
Yeah.
But it was like with the intention of getting them done for my graduation and like for the trip in general, not for like, oh, like he's gonna propose to me, you know, like I just wanted my nails to look good for your family. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to come here with ratchet nails and like meet your family members and then be like, oh no.
Yeah. But yeah, we are engaged. I don't know. We haven't thought to talk about the wedding plan and stuff.
Yeah,
like
we
that.
haven't. Like I have like a couple of things like on my notes app, like ideas of things I like, but we haven't discussed anything. Like he already has a venue that he likes, but doesn't guarantee.
Oh, I can tell you the venue now. Hey.
He's been refusing to tell me what the venue is because he's like, if in case we don't get married, I don't want you to get married with someone else there.
Yeah, of course. I'm trying to have you go like, oh, that's a nice venue. Let me go over there. And then let's say I wouldn't know if she like say we broke up. I don't know how close of friends we would be. So like I don't know if I'd be invited to the wedding or if I would even know that you got married. But let's say I followed you on Instagram.
I don't even want to think about it. You're making me sad.
Let's say I go on Instagram one day and I see that venue and I see you. I'm like, this girl over here. Nah, this girl. No cursing. This girl.
But yeah,
I think that probably be it for this video unless you have more questions for me that you want.
I was wanted to ask you who knew.
No one knew stuff from our parents, so I told both my parents. I told all three of your parents.
All three of my parents.
Actually, I told
all four of my parents.
All four of my parents. All four. No, I only said three of your parents. I didn't tell your stepmom.
Yeah, but my dad probably told my stepmom.
Yeah. So essentially 8 people knew.
How did you tell me how you told my mom? When you told her?
Oh, so like I already spoke to your parents a long time ago about it. But then they're like, oh, of course you're. I told them like last year, like, yeah, of course you're nice, whatever. And then I told your parents on your graduation day when I wasn't with you. You're like, oh, why you were like I was at her graduation, but I wasn't with you. I wasn't. How do you say it? I was at her party, but I was making moves. I was playing chess, you know, playing chess. So
he was out here like talking to everyone, and I was
and it's hard because her parents are talking to the other guests, so like it was hard for me to isolate them. So I quickly grabbed your stepdad and I told him like, hey, like you already know that I want to marry Nat, whatever, and I told you that I love her and I want to take care of her and stuff like that. And I was like, hey, like I think this year is gonna be the year that I want to do it. And he's like, and I was like, oh, can I get your blessing one more time? And he's like, of course, man. Like you're a good guy. He's like, I've been telling Natalia that about you and stuff like that, and I feel like it's gonna come soon. And then she was like it's funny because like I told her that you're gonna do it soon, and then we both called your mom over and we told your mom, and your mom started crying.
She did.
And I had to tell her shh, and then you said that and tell her yo like she was crying. And I was like no, you need to stop. Like if you saw her cry,
I would have been like, why are you crying?
Yeah, you'd have been like, why are you crying? Like you know how your mom is. She gets like emotional.
She does.
So.
When was this?
At a party.
But like at what time during the party? Was it when she was sitting next to that lady?
No, it was like 15 minutes before I was about to leave.
Oh, okay. Now what
yeah,
she?
It was.
She was because what happened at the party was she was like down.
I think it was after.
She was like down throughout the party, and then like eventually she just randomly miraculously she got like all happy.
That was me.
Cause I even went up to her like before like in the middle of the party and I was like, what's wrong? Like why you look sad? Like are you okay? Like why do you look like this? She's like, oh I just don't feel too good. Like my head hurts or whatever. And then like out of nowhere after you left, but she didn't say anything about it what you said. But she was just like, oh yeah, I remember you went up to me like I was sad, but like I feel really happy now. Like I feel a lot better. Like. You know, like I was just not being myself because she really wasn't like at the beginning. She was just like sitting down, like not dancing or anything, like not. You know what I'm saying?
And then like I left our party early because I was riding with someone else to get there.
Yeah.
And this woman, was kind of disappointed.
Obviously,
she was crying, disappointed, and then she was saying some stuff that didn't need to be said. You know.
I wasn't being too mean.
You weren't being mean. You're just like.
I was just being really sad because.
She was like, "Oh, you don't love me," and I was smiling like, "Okay, whatever."
Because like my mom rented this house and like there was a room for us to sleep there, like together, and like he didn't. Like I don't know if like the situation, but like to me it seemed like he didn't want to sleep there with me, so I felt really sad because I was gonna sleep alone and I was gonna miss him.
Mm-hmm. And then like your mom consoled you like, oh yeah, he loves you. Obviously because she knew I was gonna propose to you, so she's like, no, he clearly loves you if he wants to propose to you.
But then I was trying to hide it, like I didn't want to make it seem like I was too sad in front of everybody, but like I was like really sad, and then like I was just like, then after that I was like I became a to everyone because like. Everything that happened was like annoying me, and I was telling you about it. I'm not gonna talk about it on the channel, but
anyway, let's ignore that. But what else?
How did you tell my dad?
So told your dad when he came to our house, and I think you were doing something, and I was just saying goodbye to him.
Or were you outside and I was
inside?
inside?
So I was speaking to him and saying goodbye, and I was saying, hey, even though I just met you, I'm letting you know, courtesy, but like I love your daughter and I feel like I want to marry her sometime, like this year or whatever. And it's like, oh, that's good. Like he's like, from a little bit I've seen of you with her, like I see that you make her happy and that you love her, and like all I want is for her to have a man that loves her and that will take care of her. And I feel like you would be a good person for that. And he's like, just make sure you take care of her. And he's like, if not, I'll fly over here. And yeah. I just laughed. And I was like, cool.
I'll fly over.
First time meeting, but alright, cool. But yeah, so like he was happy we had and stuff like that.
And then that's when you were like, they're coming in here to change, right?
Yeah, and then I said that they're going in to change.
Yeah, my baby was making moves.
Playing chess, not checkers, you know.
Oh, babies, you're so beautiful.
But guys, make sure you comment, subscribe. Hey, follow us. We're gonna have more videos.
Yeah, one day we're gonna have a little baby.
Yeah. Also, just to clarify, like she's not pregnant. I didn't propose because she's pregnant.
I'm not pregnant.
Like
we've been together for a long time, and this was
So this is what?
And
it's almost 4 years, I think.
Yeah, it's almost 4 years that we've been together, and I think it's like at a really good point because I just graduated college,
Mm-hmm.
so it's not like I'm getting married before I graduated. Like,
and to be honest, also I'd rather I don't know what's gonna happen in life later on, but I'd rather be proposed and or not proposed. I'd rather be engaged before any possibility of a baby coming.
Mm-hmm. That would be born out like, oh, she's pregnant, that's getting engaged. Yeah,
you know, like I know some people think like that, and it's not fair to people that actually love each other. Mm-hmm. Especially if they've been together for like years, like 4 years or 5 years.
For a very long time.
But I didn't want to be in that situation. Also, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't want to be in that situation either, and I didn't want to have to be forced to elope because I want to be married before we have any kids. Mm-hmm. So I didn't want to be forced to oh now we have to go do a courthouse wedding because of we got pregnant. So
Mm-hmm. The only thing is I'm trying I'm not gonna lie though, like she says we want to be married before we have kids. I don't mind having kids, but not really. I don't really want to have it right now. But if we get married now she's like, oh, we can have kids. I'm like, yo, I'm trying to relax from this us too, you know. Obviously having kids is not.
Yeah.
It's not
we're not gonna get married this year though. It'll probably be next year.
We shall see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like this year, it's like we don't have first money and time to marry this year. But I think next year would be a good year.
Yeah. Bye guys, love you guys.
Hope you guys enjoyed this
I hope
video.
you guys
Thank you for following us along our journey. If you want to keep up to date with our life and like what we're doing and where we're going and all of that, and the wedding preparations, we might be vlogging some of those stuff.
Make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell
like,
so you're notified on new videos.
Yeah, make sure you like,
comment, subscribe. Bye.
Bye.